Hi, welcome to a new vlog. I'm refilming the intro because the previous vlog that I filmed, the intro was just too noisy. You could barely hear my voice because my window was open, there were cars driving by, and I live on a busy street. So I was like, oh, we're just gonna scrap that and just make a brand new one. I hadn't mentioned anything special in the previous intro. I did mention that I was reading a book called The Breakaway by Jennifer Weiner, and I mentioned how I wasn't really enjoying the book anymore because there was a cheating trope, and I said that I don't like cheating in real life and I don't like it in fiction, and that was pretty much all I mentioned. I think I said I was gonna go on a run. I ended up going on a run, and that was it. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the vlog. Hi, I'm eating my meal out of a cup because I'm too lazy to go downstairs and ask for a plate. So I have like mason jars of food that I meal prepped, and I just put the rice and the collard greens and the chickpeas in here, and I'm just eating it. I have a reading update. I finished The Breakaway by Jennifer Weiner. Yeah, Jennifer Weiner yesterday afternoon. I rated it a 3 out of 5. It had me on a chokehold, but then the cheating trope happened, like I mentioned in the beginning of this vlog, which kind of made me less interested in the story. But then I kept going because the second story of the book is about a teenager that ends up getting an abortion. So the whole idea about like a woman's choice and what they can do with their body kind of intrigued me, so I kept going. So that part of the story was done pretty well. I will admit that the story with Sebastian and Abby's romance was super unrealistic because pretty much, if you don't know, they had a one-night stand and then they meet, they see each other after 2 years, and then they fall in love, and it's just like, how? And like nothing like significant happened between them throughout the book that convinced me these people belong with each other, they love each other. I could see it. I'll still read her other books just because I really enjoyed her take on like body positivity and stuff like that. So 3 out of 5. And then I started a new book called Lucky Loser, which is the life story of Donald Trump. I found it in a free library. It's a thick book, but I'm about 10% in. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm learning about his dad right now and how he was in the home building industry in New York, so I'm enjoying it. I will keep y'all updated on that one. And then I'm about 200 pages into Twilight, eating it up. I have no other updates other than I'm eating it up. And then I'm also reading The Picture of Dorian Gray. I got really into it last night, and I'm going to read a little bit more tonight, and we shall see how I end up feeling. It's a pretty slim book, so I feel like I'm probably gonna finish that either today or tomorrow because I'll be in Charlotte all day tomorrow and pretty late into the night. So I was thinking of going to the pool and just soaking in the sun and just reading a book. I guess summer isn't really gone, you know? But for now, I'm watching, well, I was watching Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and we're on a commercial break, so I thought I would update y'all on my reading updates. Hey y'all. I'm out of breath because I just did 10 push-ups. I have no upper arm strength, so I'm trying to work on that. And I know 10 push-ups sound like nothing, but I feel like that's how I got back into reading. I told myself I would read 1 page a day, and then I ended up reading like 80 books 1 year, like my first year of doing that challenge. So I'm gonna be as big as Hulk, watch out. Anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know I did finish The Picture of Dorian Gray. I posted a book review on it yesterday. It was a fantastic book, 5 out of 5, one of my faves. I'm not gonna go too deep into it or at all. I think the review is pretty much what I think about the book. Still reading Twilight. I have it on my bed, and The Vegetarian. Once I finish those 2 books, I wanna upload this vlog because I don't like vlogging, working on the same vlog for too long. I'm just like, all right, chop chop. I'm in Nashville tonight, and I was out from like 4 p.m. till about 30 minutes ago at like 9 p.m. I didn't drink or anything, but I listened to a bunch of live music. It was super fun. It was kind of crazy because to request a song, you have to pay $20. Isn't that insane? Because when I was in Dublin, it was like you just shout out. I remember this one artist that I really liked, Sean something, I forget his last name. You just show him like a picture of the song and he's like, okay, like I have that one, and he'll perform it. He'll be like, tips are appreciated. But in Nashville, these people were walking around with buckets. Like they would take a break and then have like the guitarist perform while the lead singer is walking around with a bucket that says tip the band. And then I remember one of them came up to me and he was like, tip, and I was like, oh, I don't have cash on me, which is true. He goes, oh, okay, we take Venmo. He turns the bucket around. The minimum to tip is $20. I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. I was terrible. I didn't tip anyone. I really should have cash on me, but yeah, I got some really cute clips of Nashville. And it's just a really cute city. It's like music in every corner, live music, and I'm like, I love this so much. I don't think I would live here, but I definitely want to come back here just for the vibes. I made a smoothie. I don't know how I feel about it. First of all, the color is so funky. It like wants to be green, but it's not. It has like 4 ingredients in it. It's blueberries that were red for some reason in the freezer. I thought blueberries were blue, you know? And then oat milk, and then collard greens, and one more thing. I added an apple for some reason, but I feel like I should have left that out because it kind of made it warm. It's like lukewarm right now. I went on a run. And then I went on a walk because I'm trying to get to 10,000 steps. And I'm at 9,000 already this morning, and we're at, oh, it's not morning anymore. It's 1:41 p.m. And I did finish a book last night. It was The Vegetarian. It was really good. 3.5 out of 5. Mostly because I felt like the book was a little too smart for me and convoluted to the point where I was like, do I really get all the symbolisms? And I'm not sure. Like, you know what I mean? This book is translated from the Korean. It's about a woman that decides one day that she wants to become a vegetarian because she had like really strange dreams. And the book is focused on the reactions of 3 people that surround her life, pretty much. So it's like her husband, her sister, and her sister's husband, so her brother-in-law. But you do not get the POV of the main character, who's actually a vegetarian. The entire premise of this book, or the foundation of this book, is about women's choice. It's more about how South Korea values fitting in rather than individualism and kind of being like an outsider and like making your own like decisions and like standing out. If you do that, you're kind of like frowned upon, is my take from it. I don't know if that's correct, but that was my take. Especially in South Korea, where it's a culture centered around meat eating. It's like that's what they do. They eat a lot of meat, I guess. And that decision kind of propelled other people in her life to have a negative reaction about her decision. Something as simple as becoming a vegetarian is like a big deal, I guess. But they're not really like asking why she chose to do that. And even if she did, they'll just be like they don't understand it. They're not empathizing with it. The author is really good at just showing you how extreme a decision such as choosing to stop eating meat can get such a terrible reaction out of a family member. Like her dad at one point like shoved a piece of like meat in her mouth. He was like, you're gonna eat meat, like we are not playing this, right? To the point where like the rest of her family members are like holding her hands back, and they're like, no, you're gonna have to start eating meat, like blah, blah, blah. And it was like really graphic. And then the second POV is her brother-in-law and how he takes advantage of her. He R-words her, and because she's kind of like in a vulnerable state the second half of the book, she ends up having to go to like a psychiatric ward because she's unstable. And because honestly the family kind of pushed her to be unstable. They wouldn't let her be, you know what I'm saying? They couldn't just be like, okay, you don't want to eat me, whatever. They were just, oh my god, it was just really intense. So I feel like her family kind of drove her to her craziness. And this brother-in-law takes advantage of her because he's an artist, and he kind of found like beauty in her craziness. I don't want to use the word craziness, her instability, and took advantage of it. And I think the author was trying to how women are objectified, and I think she's trying to show that through the brother-in-law's storyline. I think that's what she's trying to do. That's what I'm saying when I'm like, I feel like this book was a little too smart for me. But that's what I got out of it. And then the third POV is the sister's POV. And she's kind of just having to take care of everyone around her, put everyone else before her, very like maternal. And I guess in that aspect, the author's trying to show, like, at least what I got out of it, how much pressure society puts on women to kind of have it all together and just take care of people, put others before you. And I mean, that's what the author was trying to do. And yeah, that's all I got for you. 3.5 out of 5. Really interesting. I think it's always good to read books written by authors of a different country of your own, because it makes you understand the world more and their culture more, and find similarities within your own culture. And yeah, that's what I got out of that book, The Vegetarian. Not my fave, but I was like, this was actually interesting, and I feel like I kind of learned something new. Hi, I have a quick update. I finished a book this afternoon. It's Lucky Loser, How Donald Trump Squandered His Father's Fortune and Created the Illusion of Success by Russ, Buettner, and Susanne. I don't know what they're doing outside, but I found this book in a free library, and it piqued my interest after I watched this show called The American Dream, Donald Trump or something on Netflix, and I was like, oh, interesting. And the title seemed interesting, so I decided to pick it up. She was a thickie. This focuses on Donald Trump's business career, nothing really about his personal life. And it shows both sides of Donald Trump, the success that he had, but mainly the success he gained from his father's fortunes, and how he kind of put on this, he put on this image that he was successful, he worked hard, he started from the bottom, worked his way up. But then the entire book focuses on just how his father, Fred Trump, actually started from the bottom and then passed his fortunes to his children, but mostly the real estate business, development business he was in, to Donald Trump, because he was the only one that was like the most interested. Donald Trump in this book, oh my god, this man started so many different projects. I honestly can't even keep track of it. At one point he was just building like casinos, then he got into reality TV called Apprentice, then he got into obviously the election, like trying to become the United States of America's president. At one point he was interested in trying to make money off like Broadway, and I'm like, oh my god, like he's really into everything. But this book proved that a lot of his businesses, he didn't really have any success to show for. Like a lot of his businesses failed. The most success he had was from the Trump Plaza and the TV show he was on, the reality TV show, The Apprentice, because The Apprentice, is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. because Trump is really good at putting on this persona that he started from the bottom, worked his way up, rags to riches. So a lot of people kind of like looked up to him. He was he's like a celebrity. That's what made him like really successful. He's really good on putting on this facade that he like worked hard, and his dad barely gave him any money. But then you find out in this book, his dad has been giving him money since he was like in high school. Like he had a trust fund. His dad was giving each of the siblings like, I think it was like $10,000 a month or something since they were in high school. And I'm like, oh my God. But yeah, it was insane. It was really interesting. But yeah, that's all I want to say about this book. I don't really like to talk about politics in my channel. I just ended up finding this book at a free library, and it was really intriguing. And yeah, Twilight. I'm on page... I was reading this last night and I was getting so scared. I'm on page 402. I'm at the part where the Cullens are playing baseball in the rain, and they're like, because you know, like when they run, they're like really speedy since they're vampires. Oh my God. It's so good. So entertaining. But now at the baseball game, these outsider vampires came and they got a sniff of Bella and they want to kill her now. One of them specifically does. He's a tracker and he's like super into games, and whenever people are trying to like protect Bella, he's just kind of like, no, I want her. I'm not gonna lie to you, the book is so much better than the movie. Like definitely there's so many cringe moments in the dialogue where I'm just like, I want to die, or like in the descriptions where I'm like, I really want to die. Like this actually is so cringy, and Bella wants to be like, I'm not like other girls, like I'm different, da, da, da. Sometimes she annoys me because like she has so many people that want to be friends with her in school, and she's just kind of like, no, I want to have a really complicated like high school career with my vampire boyfriend who's like 700 years old. Like, girl, don't you want an easy life? Like, but hey, honestly, if like a beautiful ass vampire wanted me, honestly it might not be worth it, because the way he's like fighting to not kill her, I'm just kind of, because he's just like, I really want you. This book is so intense. Sometimes I'm just like, yo, chill, but it's so entertaining. I think I'm just gonna end the vlog here. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great week.